families are not the same anymore. I graduated from Rains. Ichiban, school number 165, 3663 Rains Ave.
Yes, sir.
Rains, class in 1993. There was a documentary, and shout out to Emmanuel Washington. Shout out to Andrew Wright. They were a part of making the We Remember Rains documentary a reality.
Okay.
In my opinion, that documentary should be shown to every ninth grade class that comes into the halls.
Protocol.
The protocol. And here's why. It captured the beginning of Reigns. It captured the existence that it didn't even exist at the time. Mm. All of that up until, I would say, probably about 96.
What is DVD at? I gotta watch this.
Yeah, I gotta do some research to see if there's even a copy out there. I know I got one at the crib. We can watch it. But the way it left off gives anybody the responsibility from 98 on to continue the legacy and keep the pride of that school. It's a blueprint. And the reason why I would say show it to the ninth graders as soon as they get there, so that they'll know what the rest of their 4 years is supposed to look like.
Gotcha.
If we had that same piece of work for the neighborhoods, I think that we could get the protocol back.
That's a good idea. What you gonna do for Reebok though? You gonna show them that same DVD?
Listen. I don't know the history of Reebok, but
I'm saying you gonna show them that DVD.
Listen, I would definitely show. Well, the Reigns documentary can't show the Reebok because at the time, in '65, Reebok was white. Yeah, 3701.
You messing it up right now.
3701 Winton Drive, and we love y'all. But in '65, you was white. If you say class of 1973 Reebok, the white people.
Man, you putting me on some history right now.
And they lived in that area.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, yeah.
Okay, this was before we got a little money out of the projects and we started scattering out west, scattering north. I remember living in River Oaks off Harts Road. It wasn't even no houses. There were no houses. Turtle Creek wasn't Turtle Creek.
Yes, sir.
It was woods.
Yeah. I remember Dunn's Ave, though. Dunn's Ave was...
Listen, we used to ride our dirt bikes, BMX pedal dirt bikes on the dunes back there.
What?
All that housing stuff, that was dunes.
What?
I'm talking about 80s.
Man.
80s.
That's crazy.
80s in Duval.
Y'all was dirt bike riding back then in
It was
Duval?
BMX, man. You either had a BMX or you had a Huffy. I had a Huffy.
So what was like the philosophy that kept you straight? Like, I mean, I know the outsiders that you kept you on the right path, but like what you did mentally, or what was that saying or that quote that kept you right?
I hear my grandmother's voice right now. She used to always tell me to remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Sabbath, I learned later on that Sabbath is actually Saturday. But we reverence Sunday. So it was God her prayers, my mom's prayers, my aunt's prayers, who was pinnacle, because when my mother married my stepfather, he got stationed to Baton Rouge. And the school systems at the time was bad, so my mom opted for me to stay here off Moncrief with my aunt and my grandmother. So my mom and I was separated for 3 years. Of course, she came to visit. She mostly came to visit because it was cheaper. We went out there to visit, but we took the drive. I never forget, that was a long drive. It was like a 13-hour drive from Jacksonville to Baton Rouge. My aunt drove her Chevette. And it was cold.
I was about to say, it's hot in that thing?
No, it was cold.
Okay.
It was cold. But I remember, because I'm so musically in tune, I remember her having a George Benson cassette tape.
Oh, man. Now you got to put me on that.
George Benson. Go ahead, just look him up on YouTube. George Benson had a song called Gimme the Night. And I just remember her Chevette cassette was an auto reverse.
What's that going? It's going to automatically play?
So what it's going to do is it plays one side of the tape. You don't have to take it out and flip it. The auto reverse flipped it on the inside of it. Was the mechanism that flipped the tape inside of the cassette deck. Right. So like I'm telling you, when it comes to components, music, and things like that, I played my first record, and it was a 45-inch record. And if you had a record player back in the day, 45, I'm talking to my 50 and up right now, even though I'm not close to 50 just yet. I am knocking on this door, but I'm not 50. But 50 and up, 45 records, you put it down on the record, but you had to it was a smaller record, so you had to put a clamp on top.
Okay.
My first 45, which was considered a single, was a group named Slade. The name of the song was called Slide. And I remember it being like a fuchsia-colored label on the top. That was the first record I ever played, man.
So you fell in love with music early, too?
Yeah, like...
I feel like music is a part of the culture, though. Like, you can't... It's hard for somebody to
man, listen, man,
to dodge that.
In certain people's lives, music is their culture.
Yeah.
You know, like I said,
I'm definitely one of them, though.
Yeah, me too. You look at, just the DJs and how they're motivated by the music, and they want to be the conductors. They want to be the tools to engage people that feel the same way that they do.